What high school books left a lasting impact on you? You might be surprised by the answers. This summer, we reached out to you, our audience, to share the books you encountered during your high school years that made a significant impression. And boy, did you respond. Over 1,100 of you shared your stories about the transformative texts assigned to you during those formative teenage years. You recounted tales of books that not only expanded your worldview, but also ingrained themselves in your memories as you matured. These well-thumbed pages were often packed up and transported with you through various moves, symbolizing the journey of your life. They inspired many of you to pursue careers as English majors, writers, librarians, teachers, and editors. Some of these books even became the inspiration for tattoos, pet names, and the names of your children. A heartfelt shout-out was given to English teachers who, years ago, introduced these pivotal works into your lives. As we compile your reflections, it is essential to recognize that this list comes from a period when literature from female authors and writers of color was far less prevalent in high school curricula. Numerous respondents expressed their desire for a more diverse and inclusive selection of books being taught today. So, as we embark on a new academic year, let's take a moment to appreciate the English teachers who have shaped our literary journeys and delve into what books made a significant impact on you. Please note that the following reader responses have been lightly edited for brevity and clarity. Two titles dominated the conversation more than any others. Harper Perennial Modern Classics, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. For numerous readers, experiencing racism through the innocent eyes of a young narrator, Scout Finch. In Harper Lee's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel from 1960 was incredibly eye-opening. Steve Kennebec, age 65 and hailing from Ranchos de Taos, New Mexico, remembers moving from sunny San Diego to humid Memphis as a seventh grader and feeling out of place. His English teacher, noticing his struggle to adjust, encouraged him to read To Kill a Mockingbird, claiming, "This will help you understand." Christopher Anderson, 60, from Gloucester, Mass., connected with Scout's father, so much so that he named his first child Atticus after him. Nathaniel Hardman from Midvale, Utah, acknowledged the discussion surrounding the book's portrayal of a white savior narrative and encouraged this as a vital part of the ongoing dialogue. Signet Classics, 1984 by George Orwell. Whitney Todaro, 44, from Louisville, Colorado, shared how she was so overwhelmed by the conclusion of 1984 that she flung the book across the room. Many echoed her sentiment, noting that Orwell's dystopian perspective encouraged them to think critically and challenge authority while remaining vigilant about government surveillance. A consensus emerged that today's students should still engage with this classic. Thom Haynes, 65, from Apex, New Hampshire, asserted that the themes of the book are more relevant than ever and suggested retitling it to reference 2025. Rayson Laurie, 73, from Rochester, Maine, highlighted the importance of understanding the Orwellian aspects of teen life, stating, "Fish need to know everything they can about water." Then, there were several noteworthy mentions that earned their spot in the middle tier. Little, Brown and Company, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Holden Caulfield's character resonated with many adolescents grappling with feelings of isolation and frustration. Jennifer Morrison, 56, from Buffalo, New York, admired Holden's ambition to catch kids at the edge of a rye field before they fall off the cliff. Interestingly, this thematic connection translated into her own career in higher education, where she supports struggling students. Gene Kahane, 66, from Alameda, California, reflected on how he understood Holden's perspective as a teenager and now recognizes its relevance for young readers wrestling with mental health issues today. Hashtag Simon Schuster, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Having taught Ray Bradbury's 1953 novel for 10 years, Lauren Gradowski, 35, from Glen Burnie, Maryland, expressed increasing concern about how society mirrors the dystopian elements described in the story. Gradowski communicated the pressing necessity for the younger generation to grasp the risks of complacency and uncritical acceptance of societal norms. Viking, The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. Colleen Johnson, 55, from Granbury, Texas, emotionally recalled how reading about families during the Great Depression transformed her view of meals. "I never looked at a hot meal the same way," she said. Several readers noted that John Steinbeck's historical examination of class systems provoked deep empathy for migrants and the underprivileged, even if they couldn't articulate the concept of privilege as children. Chapter additional influential titles. Beyond these leading 5 books, many others were frequently mentioned. Scribner, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Jen Matthews, 56, from Black Hawk, Colorado, remarked, "Fitzgerald laid out the blueprint for understanding the behaviors and moral choices of the wealthy and glamorous." This story from 1925 was both an introduction to flawed characters who rarely found redemption and a dive into the complexities of human nature. Several readers found that it set them up for the harsh realities of adulthood. Harper, perennial, modern classics. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Many resonated with the tale of the Nolan family, particularly the character Francie, expressing sentiments like, "Francie was me," wrote Rebecca Sidzik from Bellevue, Nebraska. Several noted that the book's themes of poverty and family could uplift children experiencing similar struggles. Shar, Signet Animal Farm by George Orwell. Catherine Stone, from Sonoma, California, emphasized how the book served as an awakening regarding governmental authority and activism. Janalee Stock, 71, from Athens, Ohio, agreed that it inspired her to speak out against authoritarianism, reinforcing that these lessons remain crucial in today's society. Dial Press trade paperback, Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. Patrick Walker, 44, from Los Angeles, reflected on how his first encounter with this iconic anti-war novel was enlightening. He conveyed that it expanded his understanding of literature's potential to blend humor, profundity, and adventure. Ballantine Books, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou's autobiography resonated deeply with readers. Martha Bryant, 66, from Bronx, NY, expressed how the book instilled hope during her formative years, while others highlighted its revelations about hypocrisy and the importance of resilience for young women. Mariner Books, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien's 3-volume fantasy epic, filled with adventure and rich world-building, opened the minds of many to new possibilities, as noted by readers like Catherine Connolly from Lisbon, Connecticut. The series fosters inspiration and the belief that one person can make a significant difference. Viking Books for Young Readers. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. S.E. Hinton's coming-of-age story about youth and belonging resonated with numerous readers. With themes of hope and identity, it served as a beacon for many navigating their teenage years. Oxford University Press. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. For Ashley Crane, 41, from Athens, Georgia, Twain's tale provided a crucial understanding of history's complexities. Many expressed concern over its placement on banned reading lists, arguing that such narratives help uncover truths about the past. One World, the autobiography of Malcolm X by Alex Haley and Malcolm X. This profound work explored the intersection of race, religion, and identity, and was pivotal for many young readers like Bilal Wuri, 26, from San Francisco. #Bantam. Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo. The heart-wrenching portrayal of a soldier's suffering after war facilitated an empathetic understanding of conflict, resonating deeply with readers, including Robert King, 43, from Pittsburgh. Penguin Classics. Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Readers like Aaron Robertson, 52, were drawn to Hesse's exploration of self-discovery and spirituality, offering insights into the complexities of materialism and happiness. Bantam. Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Across generations, Anne Frank's narrative remains a touchstone for understanding the Holocaust, as it personalizes significant historical events for countless students. Vintage. Beloved by Toni Morrison. Many found that Morrison's powerful storytelling provided insights into the African American experience, pushing readers to connect deeply with themes of suffering and resilience. Harper Perennial, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. This dystopian narrative challenged readers to think critically about societal norms and conformity, revealing the pressing relevance of Huxley's themes today. Washington Square Press. The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. Readers like Dan Decker, 66, reflected on how this book opened their eyes to different cultures and the importance of basic human needs. Chapter 1. Modern Library, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Engaging with Hawthorne's exploration of morality and judgment is deeply resonating with today's youth. Mariner Books Classics, The Things They Carry by Tim O'Brien. This collection provided an unflinching look at the Vietnam War, prompting readers to consider the nuances of warfare and its effects on young soldiers. #Vintage, Walden by Henry David Thoreau. Thoreau's reflections on self-reliance and nature inspired many readers to pursue a contemplative and examined life. As a final thought, we also inquired about what you believe high school students should be reading today. Interestingly, your recommendations closely mirrored the previous titles we discussed, with a few contemporary gems added. James by Percival Everett. Many advocated for this Pulitzer Prize-winning novel to be taught alongside Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. In light of current issues surrounding women's rights, numerous readers expressed this book's necessity in young people's curriculums. Night by Elie Wiesel. This profound memoir about the Holocaust left a lasting impression on many, emphasizing the significance of witnessing history and its impact on our existence. Ultimately, the consensus among you all highlighted the importance of fostering a love for reading in high school students. By encouraging them to diversify their reading choices, we enable them to challenge their perceptions and grow in understanding. If you're eager for contemporary suggestions for young adult literature, do check out an array of YA recommendations from NPR staff and book critics in our annual Best Books Showcase, Books We Love.